mess. Bear with me here, folks, while I get myself all set up. I just had a little something to eat. So the belly is quite full right now, but still maintaining that's such a nice form that I have. Like, oh my goodness, oh geez. It's funny because these days with the new diet and everything that I lost all that weight, you can tell when I've had a lot of food. Oh my goodness, am I running behind, folks? Just bear with me. What a mess. Going on, folks, just bear with me. I'm running a little late right now because I've been on and off the phone. My mom's been messaging me about stuff. Falling a little behind. I just had something to eat. Now I need something to drink. Almost, folks. My bad. Man. Howdy doody, everybody. Oh, I'm just finally getting myself a little comfortable here. Oh yeah, what a day today was. Jerry Costanza, you're from East Carolina. Well, I'm down here in Pineville, which is unincorporated Mecklenburg County, outside the border of South Carolina, going into Fort Mill and TUK. So that's where I'm at. Not born in the Carolinas, born and bred in New York City, unfortunately. So I guess you would consider me an implant, but I am well adapted. Don't let the New York gear fool you. Been down here now a little bit more than 10 years, and I couldn't be any more proud to get the hell away from my former home of New York City. Especially with all the fucking craziness that's going on up there. No, thank you. I was just talking to my mother about that. Well, she's been texting me for most of past half hour, so just give me a little moment here. Okay, almost there. My goodness, do I have a belly full of food. I just had me a couple turkey dogs that I fried up with ketchup. So I'm definitely good for the rest of the night. I'm sure the usual suspects will show up as the live stream goes on. So, but anyway, happy Saturday night, everybody. I hope you're all doing well. I know I already live streamed this afternoon. I literally have different viewers for different times of the day, for different subject matter. You know, I have my video viewers, I have my YouTube short viewers, I have my community post readers, I have those that love to do the live streams because we can, fuck around a little bit, which is cool. So, yeah, this has been a long ass day today. The new girlfriend came over today, but we got together super, super early. We got together like around 7 o'clock in the morning. Brought her over here, and she cooked up a freaking mean meal. I was telling my mother about it. She's like, "Well, it's about time, Walt, that you got a decent woman that does good stuff for you." But you never know. You never know. Always got to make sure you watch out for those red flags, so to speak. But she cooked a mean meal today for the two of us. But then I had to get her back up to where she is because, she's doing a lot of stuff. And now, just before I started this live stream, she was messaging me. The fucking father of her kid did not bring the kid to her at the agreed time, which is a violation of all sorts of crazy shit across the board that I can only be a support system. Her and I were messaging each other. She's quite angry, and I don't blame her. I've seen this little fucking Home Depot day laborer fucking fence climber. So hopefully there won't be any red flags. Been tough being a Yankee fan lately with all these injuries. Yeah, tell me about it. I'm wearing a fucking Judge jersey. Believe me, I get it. And they fell freaking against Tampa Bay. I haven't seen, what's going on with the Yankees today, but yeah, it's a tough go these days. So, yeah, I agree. Stick him in a Connex box, ship him back, ship him in a UPS box. I saw him. He's about 8 inches shorter than I am, which is to be expected. I hate to fucking judge people, but, my eyes don't lie to me. And I think all of you know I don't hold back when I speak my mind. But he's about 6 to 7 inches shorter than I am, and he's a typical orange t-shirt wearing fucking day laborer. And I don't know what the hell she was thinking with this guy. I don't know, man. Modern women are just nuts. They're fucking nuts. But the kid, he's a beautiful little boy. He really is. He's a beautiful little kid. Last time he was here with the mom, we were outside on the patio. I cleaned up. I have AstroTurf outside on the patio there, so cleaned it all up for him, disinfected everything before, I went to go pick them up. And we had a little picnic outside. I put a blanket out there. It was really nice, man. It was really nice. The kid, he's a little guy. He feels around, and he's just getting his balance right. He just started walking, so he's getting his balance together and all that. And, we had fun. And then, like I said, I think he had the kid today. But all of a sudden, which is like a violation of all sorts of fucking paperwork that she's got, he didn't bring the kid. So I think Daddy Wally has to maybe take care of some red, white, and blue private justice, and she doesn't want me to get involved. And quite frankly, I don't want to get involved because you don't do that. So, but anyway, but she's doing all right, but she's very emotional right now. So, well, see, that's exactly what I told her, that he's trying to play games with her mind. That's exactly it. Because she wants, and she's said it to me many times, even today, I want nothing to do with him. I want nothing to do with him. I don't love him anymore. I want to be with you. I want nothing. You treat me better. We get all snuggly. Even today, you could tell she's exhausted from all this shit. She cooked. She didn't want me to cook. She cooked. She doesn't like my 5 o'clock shadow, by the way. She's already demanding I shave my face. My face grows in fast. You know what I mean? My hair grows quick. I mean, I'm starting to look like, what's his face there? Garrett Cole from the New York Yankees with his hair. But, yeah, man, you could tell she's not sleeping. She's very stressed out because of this situation with this jackass. And he didn't show up with the kid. And that's very disturbing because if the police get involved, he's going to land himself in a hell of a lot of trouble. So, I learned my lesson from my most recent mistakes. Don't get involved with that type of stuff. Let them sort that out. I can only be a support system, but I'm not coming. I'm not going to get in between that, man. Hell no. That's beyond my purview. But yeah, man, he's playing games with her. That's what he's doing. He's a manipulative little fucking Home Depot day laborer that needs to get his head. Well, might be women and children watching, so I guess you folks already know how I feel about this. Because that kid, you could see he's so happy and so inquisitive. You know, I got a little basket of toys for him. I bought him some toys, and you know, I had him outside. I had the fans mounted up high so he didn't get his fingers caught in the grill or anything like that. We were outside. He's rolling around on the AstroTurf. You know, he's a happy little boy. But you can tell, like, there's something going on because, you know, there are times he looks a little terrified. And that's kind of obvious. And the mom gets real nervous sometimes, you know, and I hold him and he, you know, he's happy. And I bounce him up and down on my knee like he's my own kid. He's a beautiful, beautiful little boy. He really is. But this guy, oh, the first time I laid my eyes on him, I had to turn my back. I got out of my car and I stood up and I looked at him. And he had his son, which, again, like I said, hasn't brought the kid to the mom. Oh, I was like this. I had to bite my tongue, get back inside my car, close the windows, blast the heavy metal, playing some Pantera or Anthrax or some shit to get me distracted and just not pay attention to what I was looking at. So hopefully everything's going to be okay. You know, I you know, her and I were messaging back together. You know, she's on the cusp of finally getting her own place, getting away from this guy. You know, I'm hoping that she finalizes this paperwork that she's been taking care of. You know, she's been trying to do this on-the-job training stuff. Hopefully that works out. I'm trying to stay out of her way for that. That's why we saw each other so early today. And I can tell she's stressed out because, you know, she had a headache. She's going through her woman thing right now. You know, after she cooked, I said, just leave everything. I got a dishwasher. I'm actually washing everything right now because I had fried up them hot dogs and, you know, whatever dishes I had, I finally put in the dishwasher there. But I'm like, just leave everything alone. I'll take care of it later. I'll clean up the grease on the oven. I'll clean the floor. Let's go lay down. And we lay down, and you could tell, like, she just needed a hug, man. You know, and she pulled the cover over, you know, and I wrapped myself around her or whatnot, gave her a hug, and nothing happened. You know, nothing like that happened. It was just it was like one of those, I hate to sound like a soy boy here. It was one of those tender moments, you know what I mean, where like a man can really show a woman his love. And you could tell, like, she needed a hug, man. Like, I knew it right away. You know, and every time I put my face up against her, she's like, I don't like the beard. Shave it. I don't like it. So, I mean, I'm a man. I grow a beard sometimes. What do you want from me? But she don't like the beard and mustache. So I might have to trim it. Whether or not she comes tomorrow, I don't know. Because if she ends up calling me and I go there and this motherfucker shows up, man, I don't even want to think about it. I shouldn't have to be thinking about it. It's not my fight. In reality, it's really not my problem. But you know how it is, man. If you saw this kid, you just, oh man, if you're a man and you see a little boy like this, you could tell he wants to run around. You know, he needs a father figure in his life. This little kid, man. You could see he's starving for like a father figure, and this guy is just no fucking good. He's no good. You know? So, but, I mean, she cooked her heart out today. And you could tell, like, she put her heart and soul in the food that she made today. I'm like, Mamita, you do whatever you want. I'm going to stay out of your way. Because I filled up my pink sippy cup there with her favorite coffee, with her 2 sugars that she likes. And she liked that I brought that to her, you know, to get her started, you know, kind of put her in a better mood. You know, and then she's like, you know, I want to cook. I'm like, I'm not even going to get in your way. You do what you want. You do what you want. You want to cook. You want to take over the kitchen. Go. I took out whatever extras she couldn't find. You know, I had some steak in the fridge. I'm like, yep, do what you want. And man, she just made this amazing rice and steak dish. It was fucking great. It was like restaurant food to me. It was great. And like I said, man, you could tell she needed a hug, this poor girl, man. I feel so bad for her, man. This fucker's like holding the kid hostage. He's one of the guys. You know, it's funny. I was watching something on YouTube with Gordon Ramsay. He was out in Long Island, someplace, a couple of years ago, trying to save this restaurant. I think it was called Pete's or something like that. I forget what it was called. And it's all Italians, and they all talk like that Godfather, Sopranos language. Oh, I'm gonna kick your fucking ass. You know, I hear myself saying that in the back of in my mind. Man, I just want to throw this motherfucker beating over here. You know what I mean? But you can't do that. You don't want to make yourself into the bad guy, and it's no good for the kid. But I'm staying away from that as much as I can because that's, you know, if she needs the emotional support, she knows where to come. And all she's got to do is call. But right now, I'm not getting in the way. No, thank you. Oh, no, 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 no. So, but otherwise, besides that, ladies and gentlemen, it has been a rather kind of quiet day. I was supposed to go to my neighbors. I just got lazy. I actually have something to give them that I told them I was going to bring over there, and I just never got around to it. You know, I was here sitting at home. I've been watching a lot of freaking Gordon Ramsay lately. I don't know why. But, yeah, otherwise it's been pretty uneventful. It's been pretty quiet. I mean, again, I've been doing some stuff on eBay. I dropped some of the prices on some of my stuff that I'm selling. I actually listed one of these. Brand new in its wrapper. 20th anniversary Easton Z2K Drop 5 baseball bat. These suckers are going for like $300 on Amazon. But with the shipping, technically, this bat would be about $280 if you were to include the shipping. But they got it listed for $299 plus tax and shipping. So we all know what that means. I just listed a brand new one that I never took the wrapper off of, and it's got the original grip. This one has the lizard skin that I put on there. And I've only used this in a cage once. My other bat that I got there, the Easton Reflex, is my primary bat, but it got a crack in it. So I'm not going to waste away this bat. And I haven't been to the cage all year this year, I don't think. So, you know, there's just been so much shit going on. It's just a matter of me either being too busy or just too lazy. But I got that other Z2K for sale for $249, and I think the shipping is like $18 or something like that. It's cheap, the cheapest rate I can get for it. I know one of my viewers, Penny Pounder, asked. I saw the comment. I didn't respond. I figured Penny would be in the chat tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, the usual suspects show up. But wanting to know if I was going to put the Pepperball TMP launcher up for sale. I'm still debating. Like, that's a hard one to let go of because they're so rare. And civilians couldn't get their hands on it because of the obvious reasons. It's all black. If you don't know what the Pepperball TMP is, it's a less lethal launcher. I would like to show it on camera, but with YouTube's bullshit, vague terms of service, I don't want to take a chance doing that. Basically, if you look up the Tiberius 8.1 on eBay or you Google it, it essentially looks like that. Except this is the law enforcement version of that gun. So there are little aesthetic differences between the two guns. The mags, like I got the 3rd gen mags with the twist bottoms, which are cool. I think I have 4 mags. I got the original case. I think I have the plunger, and I got the paperwork for that thing. If I were to sell it, and plus it's got the Milsig heat core upgrade, and I think I put 3D printed detents in there, but I do have the rubber ones just in case, if, you know, potential buyer, if I sell it, wants to swap them out. I probably would sell that thing for about maybe $700 to $900 because it technically is a law enforcement weapon. Though it is legal here in North Carolina, civilians weren't allowed to get their hands on it because it's black. It looks like a real firearm. That's why all the Pepperball launchers these days have yellow or blaze orange or bright green or something like that as far as the details are concerned. So it doesn't get mistaken as a real firearm. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with that thing yet. We shall see, folks. There is a way to get around it, though. The problem is, I don't have any red paper. I could probably stick yellow in the tip of it and fake it.
Because it has to have a red tip or a blaze orange tip on it, you know, because of children.
Blah, 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 bullshit. Let me try this and see if it'll work. I mean, it's stupid that I gotta do this. Already I'm getting aggravated because I can't stick the paper in the hole.
That's what she said.
Just want to open it up. That should be good enough. That should be good enough. This thing has been sitting on a display, a 3D printed display, just for this thing. Man, I haven't touched it in a long time. Because quite frankly, there's really no real use for it. I mean, I got the big Pepperball SX, which is the Tippmann 98 Custom. So having the pistols, I mean, yeah, the pistols are more versatile because they're smaller. But compared to the TMP, this has 8 rounds. And this is the granddaddy of less lethals right here. I know FN Herstal had their own. And there was another company way back when. I forgot what the name of the company is. It used to, I guess, Tiberius Arms at that time, what they used to be known as, I think subbed it out to multiple companies. So there it is, with a stupid fake tip in it. See, YouTube, it's not real. This is basically an air pistol. You see that? I want to point that in my face. That's an air gun. All right? See that? That little twisty thing? That's an air gun. But yeah, that's the Pepperball TMP. That's the third and final generation of these particular less lethal weapons. Let me just make sure that this thing is disarmed. Okay. So there's the ambidextrous on-off right there. That's a TRL 1 HL tack light that goes with it. I actually sourced that on eBay many moons ago. I found the Picatinny rail that was meant for the Tiberius Arms version of this gun, the paintball version. So I mounted it right to this, and it fits perfect. And then you got the Milsig Hecor O-ring installed in here, and I think I got brand new 3D printed detents for this guy. But I got packs of detents and all that kind of stuff. But she's a chunky girl, very chunky girl. I have a hip holster for this thing. Like if I were to sell this, it would be a total package. The hip holster, the TRL light. The TRL lights go for, or TLR lights, I should say, excuse me, go for like, I think well over $100. I forget what they're going for these days. I think I have the original box for this one still too. I would have to see. Because like I said, I got the hip holster. I got 4 mags. I got the original case. And there have been very few mods to this thing because this thing is a beast. I have shot this gun several times in the past, and she packs quite a wallet compared to the TCP because of the longer barrel. Definitely because of the longer barrel. And on this thing, you could still see the Tiberius Arm logo right there, the T. So you know that this was a paintball marker that was modified for law enforcement, for less lethals. Though the pepper balls typically run a little bit larger than paintballs, this one is not compatible with first strike rounds or the VXR rounds in law enforcement for less lethals. So, but she's still a big boy. She still is a big boy with a lot of attitude. Or she's a big girl, I should say, excuse me. A big girl with a lot of attitude. And it's perfectly legal to carry, transport, all that kind of stuff. But you treat it like a firearm. You don't bring it to schools. Don't bring it to colleges. Don't bring it to public parks. stuff like that, concerts, parades. That's more for home defense. Like here in North Carolina, General Assembly 14. Oh, I always forget the fucking statute every time I talk about this subject, but it's perfectly legal to possess, own, transport, and open carry. And that also goes for South Carolina as well. Because technically here it's not a firearm. And the muzzle velocity doesn't exceed, I think, 300 feet per second or something like that. But anyway, that might be another item I offer for sale over at my eBay store. That's my mom. You know what? Give me a minute, guys. Let me share this. That's really weird. It's like a whole bunch of jumbled mess when I tried to save this or share it. Let me try that again. Very odd. Very odd indeed. When I try to share it, it's like all this jumbled text. Alexa, what's your current temperature?
Right now, it's 80 degrees Fahrenheit. By the way, you have a new notification. Do you want to hear it?
No. This nighttime heat just will not end. It simply will not end. Okay. But anyway, like I said, not much going on. It's been pretty quiet around here, to be honest with you. This is how it should be. I am turning into a boomer, or maybe I am considered a boomer at this point. I enjoy my peace and quiet these days. I don't want the bullshit, lads and lasses. That was one of the things I should have listed in my sale. 2 3/4 inch barrel. Man, let me tell you, you get a ball off of this bat, and I've used this bat very lightly. I can still see some of the marks on there after I clean it. If you're able to get one of these, I mean, you don't have to buy it off of me, but you're able to get one of these Z2Ks, you get some lizard skin as a grip, man, you can smack baseballs all day long with this, but the sweet spot is like right here, right in this area. And when you kiss that ball, boy, it go bye-bye. But that's, I think, before the Beasers came out. But otherwise, like I said, not much going on, man. It's been a pretty just subdued, quiet day. Couldn't ask for anything better. Give me one moment here, folks. I'm sorry, I keep getting distracted. Sorry about that, folks. My bad, my bad, my bad. But anyway, I just mentioned this bat. Let me show you how fucked up people are. This is the 20th anniversary version, which means this is an official reproduction from Korea. They were a little hard to come by, but on Amazon and on eBay, you can still get these at face value, $299 with free shipping. I forgot what the name of the seller is. The seller on Amazon is the same seller on eBay, right? I had 2 of these. This is the one I used maybe once in a batting cage. It got very little scuffing on it. It's got some scuffing on it, but after throwing a little grease on there or whatever, you barely see the marks on it. But you got guys that are selling the 20th anniversary baseball bat. Now the originals, the OGs of these particular bats, the Z2Ks, are going for like almost over $1,000 for whatever reason. I have no idea. But now you got people trying to get over on people, and I have seen the listings. If you go to my listing for this bat, which I just recomped right now for $229 plus shipping, they're trying to pass these off, and they're trying to sell these for $1,000. They're not $1,000. You can still get these. I mean, I'm selling the second copy of this one, with the original grip and the original wrapping for $229. I just lowered my price when I just checked out there on my live stream here to try to garner. It got some views. It got 6 views already, that listing. So somebody somewhere is bound to pull the trigger on that. But you got to be careful with shit like this. This is a reissue. It literally says fucking 20th anniversary right there on the barrel, and are not worth $1,000, folks. Don't get ripped off by people out there. See, this is the type of shit that gets me angry. Maybe that's what we should talk about tonight. Some things that get me angry about eBay. Recently, I reported a couple sellers for selling counterfeit New York Giants jerseys. There are multiple ways to tell if whether or not you got a fake Giants jersey or not. It's the stitching, the colors and the numbers, the materials. I mean, even now, especially with the Vapor Fuse Elites, with the collars, the way they're built and constructed, even with the old Vapor Fuse jerseys, or they were called Vapor something, but now they're called Vapor Fuse. And I should show examples of that on camera. And eBay allowed them to continue. Even when I sent them photos of my original jerseys that I know that I got off of websites officially from Fanatics and from the New York Giants website, it's irritating that stuff like this, that they think, they really think that people are stupid, some of these eBay sellers. It literally says 20th anniversary on the barrel. I mean, these came out a few years ago, but give me a break. You're trying to sell a $300 baseball bat for $1,000, and it's a reproduction of a bat that came out years ago. I mean, how fucking stupid do you have to be, honestly? Honestly. I mean, really, come on. I'll be right back. Show you what I mean. So this is my current New York Giants jersey collection, minus the Mitchell and Ness jerseys, and that's a whole other can of worms to get into. But here, like, this is the Mitchell and Ness Super Bowl 42 jersey. Now, it's a very close repro to what they used on the field, and it has no give. Now, the Reebok one is very similar. Now, the Super Bowl 42 jersey should have this line, this seam going through it. Being that this is a Mitchell and Ness jersey, you can see what the real jersey looks like with the really bright white tag. If this thing is tinted red in any way, most likely it's a repro. It's fake or counterfeit. That's what an official tag should look like, at least if it's made. Where's this one made? This one's made in Vietnam. Some of these could be made in China. Some of them could be made in other places, but typically, if this tag is all bright white and doesn't have any red seeping through, then you know you got yourself a real jersey. The Reebok version of this jersey doesn't have this sheen on it. By now, they would be turning yellow. If you're looking for a size 48, then they should be sized 48. And I'm only speaking of the authentic jerseys, not the replicas. So this would be modeled off of the authentic jersey. The collar should look like this for the Super Bowl 42 jersey, with these type of stars on it, because they went to using 8-star NFL shields after this Super Bowl, I think, which I do have an example of that in here. But the Reebok jerseys are they're very close to this. It should have the round template on the back like this one does. The colors are nice and dark as they should be, even though this is another example of Mitchell and Ness dropping the ball like Fanatics did. Is where do you think I got this one from? Fanatics. And of course, the nameplate and the fucking number doesn't line up straight. You can see it right there. The M and the 1 are on the same plane, and that's not how it's supposed to be. But I was like, I'm not shelling out for another jersey. To hell with that. I don't know what goes on with their production fucking crew at Fanatics. I really don't. But if you're looking for a Reebok version of that authentic jersey, be aware that at this point they should start turning yellow on the sleeves and around the collar area. Now here's an example of a Super Bowl 46 jersey. Now the patches I put on myself. These are repro patches. But a Super Bowl 46 jersey, at least the one that Manning wore at this time, should have this cut on it, right? And should have sleeves that look like this. Not straight sleeves. They should literally look like this. That's what they should look like. Any other jersey that doesn't have that, and if it has a shine in the shoulders, it's fake. See, the Super Bowl 42 jersey from Reebok should have this type of material on it. Doesn't shine. But over time, it does turn yellow. But you can see the collar, what that looks like, and there's the 8-star shield I was telling you about. And the fakes with the New York stitching going through it usually are very thin. You can see how square this one is. And of course, it's got the same color numbers on the back. Now, this template is round on the back, but it should be tighter and more centralized. You can see how thin those numbers are. Anything other than that, it's fake. Oh, jeez. Now, here's the recent repro, the recent replacement jersey, I should say. That's the Jackson Dart Vapor Fuse Elite jersey with the corrected template on the back and a size 44, which fits me a lot better. Now, the big difference in fake jerseys, if you go and look for New York Giants jerseys, is that collar. There shouldn't be any fabric to see in that collar at all. All you should see is mesh on the inside, and very tight, very small mesh. Fake mesh on these Vapor Fuse Elite jerseys. Let me turn on the LEDs here so you can get a better view. You should be able to see it a lot better. The mesh on this jersey, you know what's fucking me up is the reflection. So you can see the obvious mesh there, but you see how tight the mesh is? That's what it should be. If it doesn't look like a really tight bug screen, most likely it's fake. And it should also have the sleeves that look like this with the elastic on the inside. Now, again, we're only talking about the Elite jerseys. But that collar should have this type of really, really tight mesh that you can see right there. Anything other than that, most likely it's fake. So fuck you, eBay, for allowing counterfeiters to get away with selling fake jerseys, especially Giants jerseys. Here's the home Jackson Dart jersey I got. Oh, there are a lot of fakes with this jersey. But again, we're talking about the Elite jersey, the Vapor Fuse Elite. And again, you see that real tight, shiny mesh that's in there? That's what it should look like. And you should be able to see micro stitching in the shield. But that's what the mesh is supposed to look like. That's one of the dead giveaways with these jerseys. And again, it has the elastic sleeves. Now there are other tells, of course. You know, you got the official ironed-on tag right there, size 44. You got the jock tag down there. Should look like this. And there's the care tag. But one thing these bootleggers don't know is that there should be a small little tag on the inside that looks like this, with the Nike swoosh on there with a code that you can actually verify that this jersey's authentic. Now, here is where I reported these fuckers for overcharging for Eli Manning. Oh, I forgot what the name of this particular jersey was called. Color Rush. Now, they don't make Color Rush jerseys anymore. I don't know why they don't make the Elites. This is not the Elite jersey. This is the limited player version of the Elite jersey. And how do I know that? Is because these should be stretchy collar, like what you see there, or elastic. So they don't make these anymore, unfortunately. But the authentic ones, you see how it has these ribs on the inside underneath the NFL shield? Yeah, you can see it clear as day right there. If it doesn't have those ribs and you see the stitching going underneath that triangle, it's fake. Dead giveaway. So this is an authentic one right here. And then, of course, we have my Eli Manning jersey with the plastic Walter Payton patch on there that I stitched on, and an official captain's patch with the proper pattern, borderless, of course. Well, it does have a border, but it's not gold like previous shields were. But again, you see those ribs on the inside, even on this one. That's what the authentic jersey should look like, as far as the Manning jerseys are concerned, at least from the time. But you're still seeing tons and tons and tons of fakes. And the response that I got from eBay was from AI. It was an AI automated response that the report was flushed down the toilet. You know, and you're selling a Wing Ding COVID, Wuhan jersey. You know, these people are selling these jerseys for like $100 to $200 in some cases, and eBay's letting them get away with it. Now, imagine if I did that. They would fucking shut my account down, of course. What else is new? But I cannot believe that eBay is allowing these counterfeiters to get away with that, especially when it comes to football jerseys. The Mitchell and Ness jerseys are probably the worst offender of them all. The amount of counterfeits that are out there. I could show my Phil Simms and my Mark Bavaro. They're made in two different regions, but there are certain tells in those jerseys that you know that they're authentic, especially when it comes to the Sammy Baugh jock tags, that they're just disgraceful, especially if you don't know any better. You know, there's no such thing as size 46 in a football jersey as far as Mitchell and Ness is concerned. You could still find sand knit, unnamed vintage jerseys out there on eBay that don't have the name on the back. Very rare do you find them with the name on the back. But they do come in size 42, 44, 46, something like that. Even starter jerseys, if you're lucky enough to find them, have that. But the sand knit ones and the Russell Athletic ones, I don't think come in those sizes. But the Mitchell and Ness, they do not come in size 46, 50, and 54. And if you see a football jersey from Mitchell and Ness that sell for those three sizes, most likely they're fake. You got to watch out for that stuff. So, the more you know. Man, I haven't gone to the cage at all this year. Cool. Yeah, white jerseys are freaking annoying, man. I've tried all sorts of crazy ways to fix Eli Manning jerseys, their away kits, but there really is no way, because over time, especially the Reebok ones, my Mitchell and Ness one, they followed the formula so close to what Reebok did that you may not tell in this light, but the collar and the rest of the top of the jersey are starting to turn yellow. It may not show on camera here, but it's very slightly tinted yellow, because that's what happens with them jerseys. So, but yeah, you got to watch out for this kind of stuff, man, because you know, making money is the name of the game for some of these jackasses that are out there. You got to be real careful what you do. You know, and especially if a seller is not willing to take close-up photos of your jersey or anything like that, or at least a jersey that you're interested in, if they can't show the tags or anything like that, or like with me, if I were to sell this jersey, I would put it in the description. I added this patch here, I added this patch here, but this is the limited player jersey, and they typically sell on Fanatics for like $175, something like that. So, but there are little things that, you know, would key you off to know that this was authentic. Especially with the limited player jerseys, that's what the inside stitching should look like for these Nike swoosh. Because some of them are a patch that are ironed on, and it looks fucking ugly. I have a couple New York Mets toss-around jerseys that are like that. That they just stitched. They had a Nike patch, and they stitched it on. Where this one is stitched through. So, and if a seller refuses to show you those details, it's probably fake. What's going on, 99? I'm still debating. I just showed it on camera. I had to stick a piece of yellow paper in there because I don't want anybody claiming that this is a real firearm. That's the Pepperball TMP launcher. This is the granddaddy of less lethal launchers. I know FN Herstal. Well, this was originally these guns are paintball markers, and then they transitioned over to law enforcement weapons. You see the Tiberius arm shield right there, and that's the 3rd gen magazine with the twist bottom on it. So they no longer manufacture these, obviously, because of the TCP and the TRP. But I have a well, let me read this comment first here. I have a New York Yankees Garrett Cole white home pinstripe. Summertime to a Yankee game, and I stained it on the back of the neck from the inside. You know what you try to do? Get OxyClean, not the spray, but the powder, and let it sit overnight in powdered OxyClean water. Like, you know, you fill up your kitchen sink maybe that much. Because it happens with me sometimes. I get sweat stains on my jersey, especially in the armpits. And get yourself a soft bristle brush, like a horsehair brush, or an old soft toothbrush. And just work the OxyClean powder in with water until it turns into like a muddy paste. And then let it sit in the water for a couple hours. That should help a little bit. You could try that without damaging the jersey. And then your next step would unfortunately be diluted bleach. So it'd be like 3 parts water, 1 part bleach, just to cut down on the yellowing on the jersey, because sometimes jerseys can turn yellow. Or you could try the hydrogen peroxide trick, you know, and pour a little bit of hydrogen peroxide, let it sit out in the sun. It's basically retro-brighting your jersey. That could help too. Some of the methods that I use on my stuff. Always have one. Yeah, I have the Tipman 98 Custom, or the Pepperball SX that I modified, as a matter of fact. I don't think I would have a problem showing that on camera, because it's an obviously it's a paintball marker meant for law enforcement. Now this is the big boy with the hopper and everything. So we have a Pepperball brand. I actually need to dust this thing off. It's kind of shameful to show it in this condition, but you got the Pepperball brand hopper, capable of, I think, holding 180 to 200 rounds right there. It's a mechanical, battery-powered hopper that gives you a single ball feed to try to eliminate ball chop. You have the ACT tech that I added myself. That's anti-chop tech. And I got me a GOG Freak Junior barrel with a insert that's sized specifically for these pepper balls. And in there I got the nice, I forgot what those red and black ones are called. Oh man, I'm so out of touch. I haven't done less lethal content in ages. There's the TLR tack light. You got a 30 cubic inch tank on there, which should be sufficient for one hopper load of rounds. And you got the GOG on off right there, which acts as a secondary safety. And if you want to maintain your gun, you can just back this off without depleting your air supply. And I've had this thing charged up for months, and it hasn't dropped at all. Still filled to this day. Oh, and the AR-15 stock, which is adjustable. And inside here is a higher tension spring, so that this way you get more pop per pound, so to speak. So, but yeah, that's the big boy for home. She's got some weight, but now with the the latest pepper ball rifles that they got, I mean, they still use these, but this is an older platform, just like the TMP here is an older platform. My brother does security and carries a yellow pepper ball. Don't know the name. Probably the TCP, or maybe it's the new TRP with the smack bottom on it. Byrna's become pretty popular lately. Man, I see them in my YouTube feed all the time promoting their products. Pepperball kind of like stepped back a little bit. I don't know if it's because they're doing better than Byrna, because Byrna will always be in Pepperball's shadow since Pepperball's been around. They are the grandfathers of less lethal weapons. So, but it's just I got three less lethals, and you know, it's taking up space. You know, and I got the TCP inside. I got the big guy there, and I hate to say it, might be chopping time for the TMP launcher. Now again, this launcher, see, just like the what they used to call the Pepperball SX. Oh, that was another difference on this thing. So basically, this is a Tippmann 98 custom, but what makes it different is it's had the engraved serial number on there. So this did belong to a police officer at one time, and there's the Pepperball label on it. Whereas the civilian version of this would have the 98 custom sticker on there. So this is a law enforcement version. The only thing that was bizarre is it didn't have the anti-chop tech in there, which I added myself. Still a good platform. You know, what I put into this thing, man, this thing's got some pop. Let me tell you, I wouldn't want to get shot by that thing. But this thing, it's too big. Did you ever carry something for protection? I did for a long time. I carried one of these. The problem is it's so big and cumbersome. I have a leg holster just for it, but it bounces everywhere. It's very, very hard on the leg to walk around with. If you're trying to drive in your vehicle, I would not recommend having a big platform like this on you, because it's just going to get in the way. It's too big. It's something for the home, this thing, honestly. I mean, with the tack light, you can't go wrong with it. Blind somebody at nighttime, ambidextrous safety, all that cool stuff. You know, I got the 3rd gen, and this is the 3rd and final generation of this platform before the TCP came out, which is the successor to this weapon. So it's a viable weapon still, and it works, but I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, because with these less lethal weapons and the Gamma rifles that I got and everything else, man, it's time to clean out the inventory, the stuff I just don't use, and stuff that's been collecting dust. I would probably sell. He has a yellow one, way small. Then he probably has a TCP, which is the one that I have, but mine's modified. I have a Karmatech Nemesis barrel. No, is it a Karmatech Nemesis? No, I don't have the I put the extension for the Karmatech on mine. Mine is a GOG Freak Junior barrel. Is it a GOG Freak barrel? Yeah, it's a GOG Freak barrel. Let me see if I grab that. Yeah, that's the GOG Freak barrel that I put in there. That you can change the insert. So it's got the fitted insert. I forgot what this is. I don't know if it's 863, 862. It's very specific. I don't remember. to be honest with you. I mean, I haven't had any reason to carry this thing anymore, to tell you the truth. But that's the modified TCP I have. So it's got the freak barrel with the interchangeable insert. It's got upgrades that I made. I changed out all the O-rings in there. It's got the Milsig heat core O-ring upgrade. It's got what else did I put into this gun? Oh man, I forgot. It's been so long since I talked about these weapons. Man, I used to be a self-declared expert at this shit, but I haven't done pepperball content in a while. I mean, I used to have a dedicated channel just talking about this stuff, but it's still a viable weapon. It's still a fantastic weapon. What's up, Penny Pounder? You just missed it. You just missed it, but I'll pull it back out, and I had to put a stupid thing in the barrel to show that it's not a firearm. That's it. That's the TMP. So it's got the, just to go over the details, it's got the Milsig heat core O-ring upgrade in there. It's got the 3D printed detents in there. You got the TLR tack light. Oh yeah, you can never carry this in New York City. They would never allow it, but it would solve a lot of fucking problems, wouldn't it? You know, especially with the who rainbow flag, pro-Palestine terrorist idiots walking around out there. But it's got the third generation. I got a few third generation mags, which they are very expensive and very rare these days. I got the original carry case for this thing. I think I have 4 magazines. I have the hip holster. I would probably say if I were to sell the whole shebang, and I think I still got the box for the light, and plus I got the Picatinny rail. The original fucking Picatinny rail I found years ago and added it to this thing. And this is the 3rd gen of that pepperball launcher. They no longer manufacture these. I would say for the whole kit and caboodle, I wouldn't ask for no more than $1,000 for the whole setup. Because I do got the hip holster, I got multiple magazines, you're getting the upgrades, you're getting the tack light, you're getting the rail, and that's as much as what a handgun goes for down here, especially in the Carolinas. You go to any Dick's Sporting Goods, that's usually what handguns go for, but you don't get all those goodies included with it. So I think it's a good deal. But again, I'm debating it. Yeah, tell me about it, right? Well, you know what it is? Originally, it came like this, without the tack light. And I put that stupid piece of paper in there because YouTube reasons. But they went through 3 iterations of this gun. The first version didn't have this text on there. It said Pepperball TMP something something, and it had the 4 bolts on the back. And then they did away with that version, and they upgraded it to the one that was more like its paintball counterpart, where it did say Pepperball TMP, which was essentially this version without this text. And then, of course, as Pepperball went on, they changed the fonts, and now you get, in the 3rd gen, you get the 3rd gen mag. The 1st gen magazine, I believe, was no, you had to take an Allen key to activate it. The second one was a push pin that you had to push up and then twist. This one is the screw down. Yeah, I actually have pepper spray in my bedroom. I carry around Saber Red, which I had a feeling that was going to come up. So, again, I'm prepared. Yay! So this is the pepper ball. Oh, yeah, pepper ball, right. This is the pepper spray of choice that I carry. And down here, the law is very specific for this, though. Citizens are allowed to carry up to 150 cubic centimeters, which is less than 5 ounces of pepper spray. Saber Red sells bottles of pepper spray that are 4.86 ounces, which just comes underneath that mark. And what's good about this is it has a 4-year shelf life, which you can see the expiration date right there. But, I got that with a holster. And there you go. So, but this is typically what I would carry on me. You can carry these just about anywhere. Don't recommend carrying these. I think the rules also apply for firearms down here and in South Carolina as well. No schools, no parks. But I think people do carry them in parks anyway because But no courtrooms, no police stations, no hospitals, places like that you can't carry them. Schools, I think the law is iffy, not sure. But here in my home, outside, in my car, whatever, I can do whatever I want with this thing. And it's probably the most effective and basic self-defense weapon you can have. And again, you can't have this in New York. In New York, you have to fucking register for one, like a firearm, and it's probably no bigger than this eyedropper right here. It's pathetic. Yeah, I used to really be into this stuff, but over the years, it's not that I lost interest. It's just, I really didn't want to get into that kind of content anymore because there's so much of it out there now. There were only a few of us doing it, years ago, but now everybody's doing it. It's kind of pointless anymore to want to get into less lethal content. Once one person does it, 1,000 people do it. But look at the size difference. Now, this magazine is not native to this platform. Yeah, exactly. That's the point too. See, this was my baby. This was the carry of choice. And I do have a holster, a hip holster for this thing. Not a hip holster, a belt holster. But it just draws too much attention. And people, you do see people carrying firearms out in the open down here. It's legal. It is an open carry state. Unfortunately, still, North Carolina does not have constitutional carry, which means you can carry anything almost anywhere. But, it just draws too much attention. And then you're going to have people that want to challenge you outside, which is why I prefer the pepper spray these days. Because it doesn't attract that much attention. You can tuck it underneath your shirt. That's like a weapon you can conceal. But I got the holster for easy access, so I could put it on my belt underneath my jerseys. Yeah, this is going to be an expensive listing because if I'm listing this gun or this pepper ball launcher, it's gonna be a chunk of change. I'm not going to lie, because I have a hip holster. I said it again. A thigh holster is what I meant to say. I have a thigh holster specific for this gun, for this platform. You get the tack light, you get the Picatinny rail, you get the upgrades. I think you get I have 4 3rd-gen mags. I got the original carry case. I think I have the original plunger, and I think I have the original paperwork for it. But I would sell that as a total package. And I probably would sell them based on market value, anywhere between $700 to $900. So that's probably what I would sell this for. And I'm still debating it because today I just showed that on camera too. One of 2 of these that I bought. But I haven't been going to the cage. I don't know if I'm ever going to get back to the batting cage. I'm selling one of the 2 Easton Z2K 20th anniversary Korean baseball bats. So I just listed this today for originally $259, and then I dropped it down to $229. But yeah, I know. Tell me about it, man. That 15% sucks. So far with the promoted listings, I have got more traffic to my eBay store, and I did get another sale, as a matter of fact. I forgot who it was for. It was a Aqua at a $299 that I got. It was when I did the original live stream today, which I took down for reasons I'm not going to get into. It's nothing important, but yeah, I made a sale just prior to that live stream, so. I'll see about the TMP launcher, what I'm going to do with that thing. I really don't know. I really don't want to give it up because you still see a bunch of Tiberius ARM 8.1s out there, but you almost never see these. That's how rare this thing is. You never see these out there, the Pepperball TMP. Again, this was the granddaddy of less lethal launchers as far as a pistol platform is concerned. And I used to have a Tiberius Arms 8.1, but I ended up selling that thing off because then they came out with the Pepperball TCP, and then I saw they had this years ago. I think Penny, you were around when I got this thing. You were around when I got all these less lethals, as a matter of fact. So, but yeah, it's still a viable platform. But man, she's a chunky lady, very chunky, very thick in the hand. It is intimidating, but I mean, you really have to. You know, I'm a big fella. I'm 6'1", so you know I get right in there with the thing. You know, you can either center it off this way to get a nice field of vision, or you can come off to the side like most guys do. I mean, you know, I'm a right-handed, so I would probably favor my shoulder, or you can go center fire, you know, and get your pistol grip going, and you know, yeah, she's a rare girl, let me tell you. But you know, I'm still debating it. I'm still debating it. That's not me trying to pull a magic trick on my eBay customers and my viewers. I'm just saying I'm not sure, because that one's a hard sell. I hate to say it, selling that TMP launcher is harder than me currently selling that Mike Piazza autographed 9/11 jersey on eBay right now. Dead serious. And not only that, with the hip holster, I think 3 or 4 mags. I'm almost positive I got 4 mags. The thigh holster, the launcher, the tack light, the Picatinny rail. You can't beat that. You're getting everything all at once. It's a little bit of both. Honestly, it's both. I really don't want to surrender any means of self-defense. But it's just more for economizing my space. I just got too much shit. And it's reached the point where I got to seriously downsize. And that's why you see all this new stuff going up on my eBay store. I love this thing. Don't get me wrong. I have shot this platform. And I hate to admit it, you have to list the dull axe. Oh, please, don't even start with that thing. It's sitting right there still on the shelf, as a matter of fact. But that would be funny. But this platform, I think, in my opinion, performs much better than the TCP. Small snub-nosed barrels with these particular less lethals just don't cut it. You have to have at least a 14-inch barrel, or at minimum, I think this is what I want to say an 8-inch. I almost want to say this is an 8-inch barrel in here. I don't remember the specs on this gun. I'm almost positive it's 8 inches long. But if you have a 14-inch barrel on a rifle, on a less lethal rifle, yeah, you're good to go, pretty much, because now you're getting more air behind it, and more air means more push. But this guy, to me, fires much better because it's heavier. It's not so, I mean, it's a little clunky, but it's just heavier, and it's got a longer barrel. That's why with my TCP, I upgraded it to the Freak barrel with the insert, so that this way you get more control, you get more power behind your shots, you get more range, more accuracy. You may drain your CO2, but they're not designed to shoot consecutively unless you're practicing, which a lot of guys out there don't seem to understand the purpose of having that. So what do I carry with me? The pepper spray. I take the pepper spray with me everywhere you go, because it's by far the most common self-defense weapon. Oh, it's right here on my TV stand. It's the most common. Everybody down here has pepper spray. It's perfectly legal to carry. You can conceal it. You can wear it out in the open. You can do whatever you want with this thing, you know, and it's highly effective. It's really effective. Saber makes good shit, by the way. I got to say, Saber Red makes really good shit. And I know they have their own pepper ball launcher, too. They also have their own ammunition. They got their own practice rounds as well, very similar to the salt supply weapon, which all of them are all clones of each other. Like the Mission TPR, I think now is a burner launcher or something like that. I know Mission TPR, I think, got bought out by Burner, as a matter of fact. But the pepper spray is the way to go. You can take it anywhere. You can keep it any place on your person. Perfectly legal and highly effective. So, how was your brunch date today? It was good. It was really good. You know, I picked her up super early. I woke up. I mean, I'm a little tired, to be honest with you. Um, I woke up like around 5:30 in the morning, something like that. I messaged her like around 6. So she told me she wouldn't be ready until about 7. So I gave myself a little leeway time. I made her coffee here. You know, she likes that Colombian instant coffee with sugar, and got out my pink sippy cup. Drove to go get her. We came here, and she's like, "Why don't you sit down? I'm going to cook for you," because we haven't seen each other in almost a week. So she's like, "Sit down. I'll cook for us. What do you got in the freezer?" I'm like, "I don't know. You pick and choose." She wanted, so she's like, "I'm going to make some steak with rice," and she has all the seasonings here that she chose, and she's just like, "You sit down, relax. I'll cook." Of course, she made a mess of my kitchen and my dining room like always, but not going to complain. And yeah, it was good stuff. It was really good eating. She can cook, man. Let me tell you, this is a woman who's a keeper. She's a real keeper. You know, so, you know, she's really stressed out because before you showed up, Penny, or before I started this live stream, her and I were messaging. The father of her kid did not bring the kid back to her tonight. And I guarantee it's going to become a big fucking hot button topic in her camp. And I don't want any part of it. Like, I messaged her for emotional support when she messaged me saying that the father didn't bring the kid back to her, which may cause her, if she hasn't called the police by now, I don't know why she's waiting if she hasn't. That's probably why she stopped messaging me in the first place, because I told her, call the fucking police. Because I know she's got paperwork out on him. But, yeah, I can tell she was stressed out a little bit. We haven't seen each other because I know she's apartment hunting. She's doing on-the-job training and all that stuff. The apartment hunt hasn't really been all that great because shit's just getting too expensive here in Charlotte. So I told her for now, get a studio apartment. Who's going to say anything? You know? But I could tell she was stressed. You know, I was just like, you know, listen, the kitchen's yours. Leave everything alone. Make a mess. I'll clean everything later on after I take you home. You know, and then after we ate, we went and snuggled up and all that. And I could tell she was stressed out. She was really stressed out. She needed a hug. She needed a bear hug. You know what I mean? A man's hug. You know, and I'm kind of like doing, you know, touching her face and trying to be all romantic and cute. We didn't do any, you know, we didn't take it too far. You know what I mean? But you could tell she just needed a moment. You know what I mean? She needed that moment. You know, and I kind of rolled over and she came and grabbed my hand and pulled my arm back over her. And, you know, we were just there hugging each other. Nothing really happened. We took a nap for like maybe an hour and a half, woke up and had to bring her back because she had paperwork to do. And then this fucker, she messaged me like an hour before I did this live stream saying that the father never dropped off the fucking kids. So I can imagine what's happening right now. Does she have a friend that can share the rent? Unfortunately, no, because it's just like with my eBay store, man, and anybody else that has an eBay store. Everybody's fucking hurting. Everybody's hurting right now, including her. You know? I mean, thank God I made some sales that can make up for some stuff, but she's hurting just like everybody else is. You know, and in her situation, she has a kid, so it makes it that much worse. About ending up having a mini... Oh, having one of my own now at this point in my life? I thought of it, honestly. You know, I have two that I'm estranged from because of their stupid, goofy fucking mother who's a female child who never wants to leave home, who mommy and daddy does everything for her, including washing dishes and cooking her fucking meals. She can't even boil water if she tried. And I'm estranged from my kids, unfortunately, because of her. But this kid, let me tell you, he's so lovable. When you got to see when this kid sees me. He gets like one of them baby smiles. I'm like, hey, buddy. He goes, you know, he puts on the baby smile, and you know, he goes, How you doing? You all right? You know, like one of them. He likes it when I talk, because I guess I'm a, you know, I guess as a man, I'm an authority figure, you know. But I don't know if this thing goes in the direction that I think it's going to go, and her and I get closer. I might. I mean, potentially, I could adopt this kid as my own. And let me tell you, this woman is very different. Like, she's more grown up. She knows what she wants. She's not a fucking psychopath, and she's not like fucking Jenny that I've been seeing parading herself well, actually, she's sucking her new man's wallet dry and having, you know, the fucking goon from Popeye dragging her all over the place, fucking parading her around. It's really sad to watch, actually. You know, whereas this woman, man, she cooks, and all she wants to do is just spend quiet time. Like we had a good time when she came here last time. I set up two fold up chairs right by the little stream we have here, and we had a good time sitting there. I put her music on. She loves cumbia, you know, and all that kind of stuff. So you know, she likes simple stuff. We've gone and did another picnic not that long ago. I think I talked about it on camera last time. But since that picnic, we didn't see each other until today. So, oh yeah, tell me about it. Man, when I was up here with this girl and my other ex fucking showed up beating on my door. I had to call my boy to have her fucking chased off of here, and she refused to leave. I'm like, Jesus Christ and a cracker. Ay. Some of these women are completely out of their minds. When it's over, it's over. And if I don't want to see you, I don't want to see you. I don't have to open up my fucking door. And she's drawing all sorts of attention to my apartment. And I had to have her fucking thrown out of here. But she refused to leave. And then finally, she left on her own accord. But she was waiting outside. I asked my boy, hey, do me a favor, go see if her car's outside. And sure enough, she was parked outside. And then I came out by myself with a big bag of garbage. I'm like, look at my fucking face. Done. Yeah, but yeah, I agree. Absolutely. This thing has me so pissed off. I still haven't figured out a way to fix this fucker yet. I don't know why it doesn't work the way it's supposed to. And you can't put a spring or anything in there. That's what it's supposed to look like. But when you play with it a couple times, it sinks and it stays there, so you have to beat on this thing. No, it's like it is an appropriate stereotype. I agree. They're out of their minds. A lot of them are whacked. They're whacked. You know, they're a marshmallow short of fucking Fruit Loops. You know what I mean? Let me get some of this stuff out of my way. I feel like I'm boxed in over here. Let me get these jerseys out of here first. I'll be right back, folks. And let me get these less lethals out of the way, too, before there's a fucking accident here. I don't like the idea that they're sitting on the floor like that. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And that other subject, I'm really not going to discuss what that subject is all about and the outcome of it. The outcome is positive, but I'm not going to really talk about it. And I'll explain in a little bit. Sorry about that, guys and gals. Let me just get these less lethals off the floor before there's a unfortunate accident, which I do not want. And I gotta grab me some aspirin because I got a damn headache. So I'll catch up with you folks here in a second. My apologies. I feel like a high school kid that didn't prepare for his book report. All right, give me a moment here while I organize this. I see there's some new comments down there. Yeah, Penny, that particular subject, the only thing I can say is this, because I got a very interesting phone call today. I'm not going to divulge what that was all about. Suffice it to say that things will work out for the best. That's all I can say about that, because I have a cordial understanding about the outcome of everything, and it's all going to work itself out. That's all I can say. There's no, hold on. There are no, there are, oh man. And if you shotgun down sparkling water, be careful. Oh, jeez. Help, I'm dying. Anyway, but, oh, Jesus. Yeah, and I went down the wrong tube. But yeah, it's going to work itself out for the best. You know, I got an interesting phone call today. I'm not at liberty to discuss it. There were no legal threats. I don't have any NDAs or anything like that. You know, thank God it didn't go that far. But things will turn out for the best. That's all I can say on that subject, because I have a mutual agreement with somebody that, you know, not to really talk about it. You know, I forget sometimes that I'm on YouTube, and, you know, I'm very opinionated. You guys and gals know that. I'm extremely opinionated, and I don't hold back. Quite frankly, I don't give a fuck. If I really want to say what I want to say, I say it. Even in front of people's faces, I'll say it. But, you know, sometimes you have to just put your head in the sand and just say, all right, fine, you got it, no problem, and just move along. So that's kind of where that's at. But I promise you, everything is cool, everything's fine. You know, the start of the work week should be okie dokie. And before you know it, we'll be splashing around having a good time. I actually have the girlfriend a brand new swimsuit, which she hasn't tried on yet. But again, I didn't want to push her too much because she looked like I said, she looks stressed enough as it is. And I'll probably message her once I'm done with this live stream, which I still got plenty of time. Thank God I did this live stream early. Boy, I tell you, that beauty overrides the red flags. But yeah, right, that's true. Which one? That one right there? That painting behind me? Yeah, my buddy Esteban gave that to me. And on that topic, he actually fled the fucking country. He went back to Costa Rica. I was talking with him on WhatsApp like 2 nights ago. And he's supposed to be coming back in another 90 days. At least that's what he told me. Whether that happens, I don't know. But his situation is just, I don't even fucking get it. I don't know. It's too complex for my brain to handle. No thanks. But in order for him to be legit, he has to start the process over there to come back over here. But since he has no criminal record here of any kind, that's a huge plus for him. And he's been paying taxes, which is another huge plus. And he has his own business here, which he's divided amongst, you know, his family and people that he trusts here. Not me. I wanted no part of that because I already have enough headaches as it is. So, but yeah, he has to go over there to make it right over here. So at least he's going through the process. So fucking strange story that is, man. That's way beyond my comprehension, how all that works. It's enough to make any man want to drink or get drunk. So, not for me. No, thank you. Oh, man, why am I wearing socks? It is so freaking... Alexa, what's the current temperature?
Right now, it's 80 degrees Fahrenheit.
Fucking 80 degrees, almost 10 o'clock at night. Alexa, what's tomorrow's forecast?
Tomorrow, there will be some sun and thunderstorms, with a high of 87 degrees Fahrenheit and a low of 72 degrees.
Well, they said the temperature is going to slowly drop, which is good, man. We've been in straight 90s for almost, 2 weeks now? 3 weeks? And we've been having random rain. I thought we were going to get more rain today, but that didn't happen. I mean, we had a couple sprinkles, but nothing major. I just hope this weather breaks. This humidity sucks, man. You know, for me, it gets so hot, I get headaches. Oh, I bet Arizona is worse than it is here. See, here it's like hot swamp weather. In Arizona, you get that miserable dry heat. And I don't know which one of the two is worse, the dry heat or the humid heat. See, at least with the dry heat, you don't sweat so much. Down here where I am, when you get that 95-degree weather beating down on your face, man, let me tell you, I sweat like a pig, you know? So, I mean, I'll change, if I was outside walking around, I would have to change my t-shirts twice or 3 times or something like that. Because I cannot handle that heat. It's not like when I was a young guy. You can run around all day, all night. But these days, I cannot handle that feeling like I have a plastic bag over my mouth. Feeling like I'm suffocating. I hate that shit. I can't do it. Nope. Not for me. I've been sitting in a nice, cool, awesome... You got to drink water every hour of complications. Yeah, dehydration. That's why I always keep my refrigerator in my bedroom loaded with Gatorades or sugar-free Gatorades. Especially at nighttime, if I have a bad night where I can't sleep, and I'm jumping out of my sleep because of the blood sugar or the insomnia or the PTSD, I like to keep a good supply of those, especially at night, because lately with the neuropathy in my feet, I get what they call that night kicking shit. There's a name for that. Restless leg syndrome, that's what they call it. And sometimes, I'll wake up in the middle of the night just because I'm fucking kicking my legs for no reason. It sucks. I'm up big bucks far tonight looking at buying something from your store. Much appreciated, much appreciated. Just don't get too fucked up, man, and don't drive. If you're going to drive yourself to the bathroom. Did I have fun with my man Shaky? Yeah, we were up there bullshitting for about an hour and a half to 2 hours, but I had to call it a night because I had to go pick this one up early this morning. So, and it was ironic because, I was talking about, I got 10 a.m. work tomorrow hanging with the dogs. Okay, good. Yeah, we were out there bullshitting for a couple hours. I had to call it a night early, but, it's been a while since I had company on my patio like that. I wasn't expecting it. He was telling me, it's like, when I see your door closed, either you got to get girl over. He's an older fellow, so he tends to stutter a lot. But he's a nice guy, real nice guy to bullshit with. He's funny as fuck. But he's like, whenever I see your door closed, I know not to fuck with you. You might have a woman in there. Who knows what's going on behind your door? But when I see your door open and I got a case of beer, if you don't mind, I come up and visit you. Yeah, because I don't get company up here anymore. My boy John left. My boy Jeff left. Esteban moved recently. He fled the country. So, my core crew is gone except for me. But I still got plenty of friends and neighbors around here that I chill with. So that was nice that he came up here, brought a case of that Busch Light. I'm really not a Busch Light guy. It tastes like flat Budweiser, but still, not going to turn down beer. But, yeah, it was cool to have him up on the patio. We had a good time last night. Uh, yeah, because there's the rare occasion he comes up here and he doesn't have no beer. You know, he's one guy that reciprocates. You know, if he's a little shy on cash or something, I say, fuck that. You know, I'll tell him, come up here. I got some beer in the fridge. Just hang out. Don't worry about it. He'd take care of me next time. One thing I love about doing this fishing, boy, I tell you, that heat makes me feel like I'm cooking. I haven't been fishing since I'm a little shit. I think the last time anything I would consider fishing was when my dad took us to Flushing Bay by the old Shea Stadium. We used to catch eel, catch and release. But I mean, he caught a couple fish, but he never really cooked them because the fucking water even back then was filthy. But he did do some Coney Island fishing and all that kind of stuff out in Coney Island. But yeah, I haven't been fishing probably since I'm a little kid, so I couldn't tell you. I really couldn't tell you. I feel sorry for them fuckers that lay down that new blacktop in Walmart over there. Behind the Walmart where I live, they did brand new blacktop. Man, I feel sorry for them fucks. Something to maybe look into it. It's relaxing and competitive. See, like, if I had somebody to go with, I would go to one of the national parks where they have an outdoor firing range. Especially now, I got the portable fans. I got like what? I got 3 batteries here. On it, I mean, I really don't need the portable light, so that's another 2. I can sit out there with the portable fans in my face and just fucking, shoot paper all day. And I got thousands and thousands and thousands of pellets to empty out on paper. But, like I said, the whole crew took off. They all left, so it's little old me. And as a result, the motivation to want to go out there by myself is like fucking stupid. Even though I can, I just, it's not the same, you know what I mean? You kind of want to go with one of the boys, I mean, I still got my Gammo Swarm Magnum. I got my Gammo Swarm, what do they call it? The Venom, I think they call it. The Gammo Swarm Venom with the gray rubber on it. And the Whisper. So, and I got paper up the ass, man. I mean, well, not just after I have a hot meal with too many beans. Oh! But, yeah, I got paper targets. I got sticker targets, so you don't waste all that fucking paper. You can just stick. And I also got those black dots, because if you get the targets that have like that weird orange or green shit built into it, I forgot what they call them kind of targets. You can actually take those black dots and cover up those holes and save yourself some paper. Yeah, let me tell you, they're great hunting rifles, man. The Gammo Magnum is my favorite of the 3 because it just packs a wallet, man. And if you got the right rounds, it's going to hit, and it's going to hit hard. I mean, I got lead and copper in my in one of my drawers there. And a couple of years ago, I had one of my buddies come down here from New York. We actually took it to the national park and just shot paper all afternoon, man. And the fucking Gammo Magnum, Jesus. The Whisper and the Viper are real good too, but they don't pack enough punch like the Magnum does. And it's got the Mach suppressor on the front. It's a good looking gun, and I got the 2nd gen version of that gun. I think all 3 of the 22s I got are 2nd gen guns. But yeah, it depends on the copper you use. It really does. Like, I know I got. I can't remember. I can't really remember their names. Give me a second here. Let me see what I got in my inventory. I don't remember where I put the copper rounds, but I got freaking, oh man, the red fires, in my opinion, are probably the best for the Gamma rifles. Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. And then you got the rockets right here with the BB in the middle. Those are pretty good too. But I find that these are the best because these actually start the initial penetration of the round, and it kind of like splits and opens up on itself and pushes that plastic tip into whatever you shoot. It's instant lights out with these guys. Not saying that these don't hit hard. It's just without that tip on the front of it. I mean, the what am I thinking of here? The velocity is much more reduced. But what's crazy about these is that they're the same grain. 14.5. 14.5 grains each, so they weigh the same. But to me, I think these guys are much more accurate, and they pack quite a wallop. The red fires. I probably got like 20 or 30 packs of these. I bought them in bulk, and you get them down here plenty. Yeah, so anyway, oh my gosh. So when was the last time I went out to shoot? It was probably the last time my boy came down here. Not before my father died, because I met him back in New York when I went up there last year. It had to be about 2 years now since I've been to a shooting range. Like I said, I got plenty of paper. I got plenty of those black dot stickers to cover up the holes so you don't waste paper. Yeah, it's about 2 years ago. You know, I took the three. Well, at that time it was 4 rifles. Obviously, the Gammo Swarm Maxim, the 177 caliber, I'm selling on eBay right now. But I took all 4 rifles up there: the Whisper and the Venom. The Venom is dope. Oh man, that Venom is dope with the gray grip throughout the rifle. I had to have that thing. The Whisper, it's okay, but the Magnum, man, that thing packs a wallop, boy. And when it shoots, it has a hell of a recoil. You would think you were shooting a real 22 carbine, I should say. Excuse me. But I haven't shot now in about 2 years. You know, it's just either I'm too lazy, I haven't had the time, and it's been too hot. And too much shit has gone on where I'm like not motivated to even want to go, which is a shame. Because like I said, I got a whole drawer full of I probably got like 30 tins of those red fires and those rockets to shoot. And you get them down here, a dime a dozen, those tins. So, damn, I drank that whole 1 liter bottle. Oh my Lord. So, but yeah, I don't know, man. Like I would normally go to Carrigan Farms. I'm not going to go by myself because that's dumb. Unless this one, you know, she gets freed up during the week and we can head up there. I would take her swimming. You know, go to the rock quarry where they got barbecue up there and all that good stuff, man. Good beer, good food. You know, I got a safety vest for me, but she would need one too. I would prefer her to have her own than have to use the ones up there. I find that kind of skeevy. You know, I mean, I know how to swim, but you know, it's just better just say fuck that instead of having to go through that whole process and the paperwork and signing the release forms and blah 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 blah. You know, I got the water slippers there, the water shoes for the rock quarry to swim in. All that good stuff, but just this summer has been, I don't know what the fuck is going on, man. Last summer compared to this summer, I don't know. Well, last summer is when all that stuff happened. My dad died. Jenny cheated on me and was fucking a Popeye goon, you know. Which I saw she subscribed to my channel again. And then she'll probably be unsubscribed again because she's just fucked up like that. I honestly think she's trying to get me jealous, and it's not working. It's really not working. Because like I said, this is now the second or third time my current girlfriend has cooked for me. You really think, and especially, you know, minus the personal stuff that she's going through, she's so quiet and so simple and not complicated. And if she wants to fucking cook and take over the kitchen, fine. Gives me a break from having to cook. He does. He looks like a fucking Popeye goon, brother. He's a Popeye goon. That's what he is. That's what he looks like. Big dick nose and fucking beady eyes. He looks like a fucking goon. Yeah, I'm doing great, man. Honestly, with her, you know, like I said, with this other shit, it's a little complicated. I'm trying to stay away from it. Trying to avoid it. Don't want to deal with it. You know what I mean? When she comes here, you know, I just want her to be comfortable. I want us to be happy. You know, if she wants to go on a picnic like what I took her the last time, you know, I gathered up my gear. I made a whole bunch of food. I had fried plantains and all this other stuff that I made for us. We had a little picnic, and that was fun. You know, she likes simple things like that. She likes that. Even sitting out on the patio, the two of us, like the way we did when her son was here. Little things like that she likes. Nothing fancy, nothing complicated. So far. So, I just worry about her because now, like this thing with the fucking oh, he's just one of them guys. YouTube. It's YouTube. Think about YouTube. Don't say it on YouTube. Try not to do that no more. Saying outlandish shit on YouTube. But he's one of them guys, fellas. He really is. He's one of them guys. Ugh. And if you saw her, I would love to show her on camera, but you know what happened with Jenny. So I'm trying to avoid that at all costs. But, you know, I worry about this one because, you know, I could tell she was stressed out even today when she was with me. And all she wanted to do was just snuggle up and be hugged. You could tell, like, this is a woman that's like, you know, we've been dating now almost, what, a month? Something like that? Ever since the last fiasco. And you could tell, like, this is a woman that was, like, deprived of, like, being told that she's pretty. Being deprived of, like, just being kissed on the cheek. Being kissed on the neck. Holding her hand. She broke down and cried on me one day. You know, I'm sick and tired of all of this. That, you know, the father of my kid, you know, never treated me right. Oh, never even said, you know, you say these beautiful things to me. He never said that to me. And da 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 da. So, oh, look who just joined up. Big Mama joined up. Hey, folks, I haven't shilled this whole live stream. Do me a favor. If you haven't done so already, of course, I always have to do this. If you haven't hit that thumbs up button, do me a huge solid. Hit that thumbs up button. I don't have to ask you folks to subscribe because I already know you are. I don't have to shill anything else. You already know what I do. So, you know, I don't have to worry about you folks. So thank you for that. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. But yeah, you could tell like she's been neglected that way, you know, and she's starving for, you know, that kind of attention. Like she wants a man's love, you know, and I said, let's just go lay down. We'll take a nap. Nothing out of the ordinary. You know what I mean? If you read between the lines. And she just wanted to snuggle up. Just wanted to snuggle up. She just wanted a hug. And like I said, I rolled over and she was kind of like reaching around and grabbed my arm and put it back around her. You can tell she's deprived of, very deprived of a man's love because of this fuck. You know, and I'm not going to lie. I'm a hopeless romantic behind the scenes myself. You know, so, you know, I need that kind of thing too. You know, I think as men, you know, we're always expected to be, you know, macho machismo, boom, look at me, Mr. Muscles, blah, 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 all that dumb shit. But, you know, we need affection too, man. And she's starved for it. So. But I could tell it made her happy, like, just to be here for a little bit, just to kind of, like, get away from stuff. You know, she wanted to cook one of her favorite meals, and I was impressed by it. And I tried to compliment her every chance I got. I got up, and if I had to go to the bathroom before I get up and walk around and go behind her to my bathroom, I'd peck her on her neck, give her a little kiss on the cheek. She'd look up and grab my nose. She says, you know, I like your nose. I never seen a nose like yours. You know, all that kind of thing. But she hates the 5 o'clock shadow. She does not like facial hair. She made that clear. Now she's already hinting for me to get rid of the hair. So, and all my friends are telling me to let it grow, and she's the only one who's against me having long hair. So that's baseball players' hair, man. That's how fucking baseball guys wear it. You ever watch on YouTube here? What the hell is it? What are they called? Baseball Bat Bros. Check out that YouTube channel. They're actually really awesome. They review baseball bats. All of them got fucking long hair of some type. Not quite mullets, but they got long hair of some type. It's a baseball thing, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, we're doing great. We're doing great. I know I'm happy. But the fucking, you know, the pumpkin-faced asshole with her Popeye goon, let them show off all they want. I'm not impressed. Not impressed. And don't give a shit. I don't care. I don't care. So, don't care. Don't give a fuck. Somebody like that has a need and want to be flaunted around at somebody else's expense is somebody I want nothing to do with. And I should have seen it when I was dating that fucking Jenny. I should have seen it. That this is a woman that just wants to drain your wallet. And that poor fucking sap, Mr. Popeye Goon, Home Depot day laborer, fake construction fuck. That guy couldn't fucking... That guy couldn't build a fucking popsicle house if he tried. Give me a break. He cleans windows. Didn't she fucking upload a YouTube short on her on her fucking pathetic YouTube channel? She was cleaning windows. All of them, they're window cleaners. That's what they are. That one video of her with the fucking screw gun cleaning off the facade on a column outside someplace or on some fucking brickwork. Pathetic. I do the same thing with my dishes. Not impressed. Whatever. Don't know, don't care, don't give a fuck. You get what you pay for. And right now, things are really improving between the two of us. But it's just like I said, this issue with this girl's father, or the father of my girl's son. No thanks. No, thank you. Don't want to deal with it. It's not that I don't care. It's just that can get very complicated, and I don't need my name dragged into that. No thanks. So, I hope you folks are having a fantastic weekend. I know it's pretty quiet around here. I had a very relaxed day for the most part. You know, I talked with my neighbors for a little bit. You know, I got that other ebook. That's a sound I like to hear. I wonder what's sold. Well, then again, that could be something else. What's sold? Is that a sale? Let's see. Is that a sale? I usually get lucky during my live streams. Oh, okay. That's pretty good. My Cara Dune Black Series action figure is sold. I only bought that because of that whole Gina Carano bullshit. I went through like 3 or 4 of those action figures. I still have one that's open that I'm keeping. But the one that's in box, I have no use for it. What the fuck am I going to do with it? You know, they're going to attack Gina Carano. They're going to attack Gina Carano. But the Black Series action figures sold. That's nice. You know what? Since I got you fine folks on camera. Now, this stack of boxes, I don't know if you can see it. I'm going to see if I can pan the camera around. These are already pre-packaged. Well, minus this is a kid. These are the kids' toys here. So this is all pre-packaged, or at least stuff that's ready to ship. That's the Mike Piazza jersey that's autographed. But most of this stuff is already prepped to ship. And here it is, right there, marked. Right up on top. Cara Dune, Star Wars. So give me one moment, folks. I'm going to print out this label. I might as well prep this box now while I got you fine folks here. And I might grab myself a beer. I will be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere. I will return. Back. You hear the magic going on behind me. That's the label being printed for this. Hot off the press. Let me open up my door. It should be cooled off enough here. Oh yeah, it did cool down. Cool down quite a bit. All right, good. Still humid as fuck out there, but at least it cooled down a little. So I made me another sale. You guys are bringing me good luck. You guys and gals out there are bringing me good luck. Thank you very much, whoever ordered this. Where is this going to? This is going to, oh, it's going to New York. I don't recognize the name, though. I thought it might be you know who, but again, I don't even, like, I want peace and quiet with that. I don't want no more fucking problems or trouble. Just let it go. I don't even want to get into it. It's quiet. Staying in my lane. There it is. Labels prepared and ready to rock. That is awesome. That's awesome. You know why this is happening now? Because I'm paying for the fucking 2% of promoted listings. That's why my sales all of a sudden are going berserk. I'm getting more traffic coming over to my eBay store now, which is good. This is how I do it. This is how I do it. That's awesome. And it just makes my life easier to pre-package, pre-weigh, mark the boxes, and then pick those boxes once something sells. And it just takes away all the work and mystery out of it. And there it is, except for my trademark fragile sticker and my trademark scan before delivery sticker. And we'll throw one more fragile sticker on the back just because we can. There it is. Ta-da! All done. Look at that. That calls for a drink. You heard it live right here, folks, on the Carolina Collector's Channel. Let me grab a wine glass right there. I mean, honestly, I should really put down, I actually have some of those foam mats that they use in bars to air out these glasses just so I don't have to keep doing this anymore. But me being anal like I am, I still like to make sure it's clean. I don't have much wine left in this thing anyway. Well, she used a lot of it to cook with today, so, which is fine. That's fine. But really, this isn't cooking wine. But that sauce she made was fucking dynamite, my friends. It was dynamite. It's just her cooking style is much different. The only thing I don't like is she burns the damn rice. It's not so much that she burns the rice, is I like my rice to be washed and stirred. And I wash my white rice at least 4 or 5 times to get as much of that starch out of it as possible. Cheers, everybody. Here's to another eBay sale. That's awesome. But yeah, she has a bad habit of not stirring the rice, and I like to stir my rice. And she always burns the damn rice, and the rice it like gunks up the bottom of the damn pot, and I have to get in there and chip it out. So, but she did good today. She did really good. That's cool. At least I'm starting to sell again, so that's a good thing. Which, if there's one thing I do want to check, folks, don't go anywhere. There's one thing I want to look at. I want to see how I'm doing here. But that's good. Hey, I'll take anything at this point. Oh, man, that's freaking good. That will definitely knock me out tonight. That's for sure, ladies and gentlemen. Holy fuck, it's 2 hours already since I started this live stream. 1:57:16. Oh, my God. Well, that means I've been having fun, and I hope you folks are having fun, too, sitting here watching me bullshit. But anyways, there we go. I'm trying to do the top down. It's just, I got to shift this way. There we go. Okay, I forgot I got wheels on the bottom of this chair. The wheels on the bus go round and round. That freaking Z2K bat already got 20 views since I listed it. And it's only been up there for what, an hour, 2 hours? But these people think they're going to get it for fucking less than $200. They're out of their mind because Amazon has them brand new for $300. And I'm selling mine for a little bit over $200. And I've already got it packed up, measured, and weighed. So we'll see what happens with that. We will see. But the hell time is it? I'm used to looking up at the clock and it's 2 o'clock in the morning. It's a different scenario tonight. Man, I can't help looking at myself with a goddamn bush on the back of my neck. I had to start doing some old school tricks now that my hair is growing back in like the way it is by like shaving the top of the sideburns nice and high so that this way I don't have that fucking spaghetti hair coming out from the side of my baseball hats. So it looks nice and neat, like the pros have it. So, here's to you folks. And good luck to my fellow eBayers. I think some of you, I think Big Mama, you're an eBayer, and I think Penny Pounder, you're an eBayer too. Good luck to you guys, man. You know, I know everybody's hurting across the board, and I keep seeing more and more videos popping up in my feed talking about this, but how things are going with eBay. My mom was talking about shit in New York, where, man, I almost didn't believe it, and I wanted to laugh at her saying she has to lay off the Bailey's Irish Cream. You know what I mean? But apparently a fucking gallon of milk up there is like $8. No shit. Down here it's like 2 and change for a gallon of milk. Up there it's like $8. I can't fucking believe that. $8. Oof, yikes. Talking about F and the A. Let me dump this out while I'm looking at it. Excuse me. Yeah, everything fucking sucks, man. It's miserable, dude. Everything is like getting more and more expensive. That's why I'm pissed off at Trump so much, man, because this whole campaign was based on lowering prices across the board. Now, apparently there was a report on Fox News that Walmart apparently is lowering a lot of its prices for the consumer, but you know that cost is going to end up being transferred somewhere else. Who knows where they're going to put that cost? Oy, oy, oy. I think I'm going to take another dose of the good old vino here. I'm not going to drink all of it. I can if I want to, but she might want to cook with that. Because like I said, that shit that she made today with the onions and everything, man, that was good. But at least at least I've got half of what I would expect to make this month. And the month is still early yet. I mean, we're only, what, the 11th? So hopefully it picks up. Hopefully it picks up. We see what happens. We will see what happens. But I cannot believe that fucking unused Easton Z2K that I had already has like 20 views on it. I guarantee if I drop the price down to $199.99 during this live stream, it just might sell. You want to do an experiment? Let's see if it happens. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere, folks. Let's see if it happens. All right, let's see what happens. So I got the brand new, the second Easton Z2K. I comped it at $199.99 plus shipping. Let's see if anybody bites. Because there are already 20 views. I can't believe how fast people are looking at that bat. Because they probably think it's an OG bat, and it's not. I clearly put it in the listing. 20th anniversary Korean bat. Fireworks. It's probably Carowinds. No, that's small time. That's a private fireworks show. Yeah, you get that every so often at nighttime, people lighting off fireworks. And if it's in South Carolina across the border, you can still hear it here. But yeah, eBay is just fucking ridiculous, man. You know, that's what I'm saying. I'm getting all these sales now only because I'm volunteering another 2% into the pool. Just for more exposure. More exposure. It's bullshit. I mean, yes, I'm making money, but geez. Not the kind of money I would like to make, though. And I still got some stuff I need to list on eBay. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Well, I hope you folks are having a wonderful night. I know I am. You hear outside? Music to my ears when it's that quiet. I love that kind of quiet. Let me tell you, it's a quiet I never appreciated when I lived in New York. Just to like sit back and there's no stress, no artificial competition from your fucking neighbors and co-workers and bullshit. Excuse me. You know, I just realized something about this bat. You might notice it. The printing is off. If you have sharp eyes, you'll notice it's favoring the bottom versus the top. That's what I get for looking at baseball cards too much. What a stupid observation that is. I just noticed that now for the first time. Oh man, I'm hoping to hear a cha-ching. you got to be really fucking dumb. Like you're getting that brand new Z2K for $100 less than what it's selling for on Amazon. And I really can't believe these fucking scumbags on eBay are trying to pass this off as an OG. And it clearly says it right there, 20th anniversary for $1,000 or more. And they have it in their listing, 20th anniversary. Nobody's buying this bat for no fucking $1,000. No way. There's some more fireworks. But that's personal fireworks. Yeah, that's across the border in South Carolina. That's nowhere near here. Well, I mean, thank God. Thank God at least I made some money. So, we see what happens for the rest of the month. You know, every time I come on camera, I feel like I want to grab a collectible and fuck around with it a little bit. Or I want to open up something. Because I got some of my backlog right here in front of me. And there's things up on my shelf, or on my shelves, and my Star Trek stuff that's up there that I want to review, or at least show off on the channel here. I mean, getting more and more curious about that damn Voltron that I haven't reviewed yet. Well, at least I put my order in for Beast Wars 2nd Galvatron, so that's done. But after everything is said and done through Hasbro Pulse, that fucker's going to cost $140 to get over here. I'm still waiting to see what's happening with my Skywarp. I'm still waiting to see what's happening with my Starscream. And I also ordered for Ironhide, too. Missing Link Ironhide. Oh man, that's good. We shall see. Let me try one more thing here. All right, it wasn't a jumbled mess that time. That was weird. Very weird indeed. You know, my mom watches my live stream sometimes. I share the link with her. And then she'll comment in WhatsApp or whatever the fuck, or she'll text me directly. So I feel bad for my mom sometimes, man, since my dad died. She's going through like this weird period right now where like my brother and my sister are kind of like not doing the right thing with her and for her. She's been calling me a lot lately, you know, to like, I guess, vent. You know, because I spoke to my dad, you know, before that Alzheimer's shit affected him. And I still can remember his voice in my head, you know, weeks before he died. You know, it's unfortunate. I mean, my brother has an excuse because my niece is, you know, very ill. But, you know, you can tell, like, my mom, like, she's like a fucking war veteran at this point. So, here's a toast to my mom. You know, she's very emotional these days. You know, I've been telling her, listen, I've been falsely accused of all sorts of shit. I had an ex-girlfriend throw me in fucking jail for no reason. You know what I mean? I get attacked on the internet for no fucking reason. You just got to keep going. Even when you show your emotions, after you're done getting out all those emotions, you got to clear off the tears, brush off the dirt on your knees when you fall, and just get up and keep going. You got to find a way. Find a way. God knows I have. Ah, man, that's good. You sent me a coffee donation? Thank you again, Big Mama. You didn't have to do that. You really didn't have to do that. I didn't want to shill the eBay store or the link, but thank you. But that money is going to be put towards somewhere else. I don't know where as of yet, but thank you for doing that. I appreciate it. Let me take a look, because usually I get the alert on my phone. Let me see here. I'll let you know in a little bit. And stuff like that, but until certain things are cleared up, I'll put that someplace for the future, and of course I'll show it on camera and all that kind of thing. But for right now, I'm gonna hold off on buying anything because the kids don't play outside. It's too fucking hot. Now they got the pool closed, and I did take a look at the pool. It does look bad. So clearly something broke down in the pool recently. You know what it is? I think the pool has been very stressed in and of itself because of the weather. I mean, we've had straight 90s here. It doesn't look good at all. So they're probably going to have to clean it and do whatever they got to do. It really doesn't look good. But I'll put that someplace. It will go to good use. As to what, I don't know yet. We'll find out. I prefer that go to the kids here in the neighborhood. Maybe I'll take care of my little buddy Jackson, who's been begging to get into that pool. And of course, I tend to babysit once in a while with the kids around here, so we'll see what happens. I'll decide what to do with that, but I'll show it in a YouTube short or something like that, and I'll give credit where credit is due. You guys know me already. When I get donations and sales like that, I tend to announce it on eBay because I want to be transparent with everything. I am no Dark Side Phil. I am no Jeremy Hambley. What you see is what you get. Like they had to track down this fucker's coffee company. Meanwhile, right here on my desk, anybody could look this up. This is my LLC info. Nothing to hide. I keep it right there for everybody to see. Yeah, but you really didn't miss that much, Big Mama. I've just been, just openly talking, I guess. Really not much to talk about, to be honest. I'm surprised I've been flapping my yap for over 2 hours now at this point. The wine does tend to get me to talk a little bit more, but it's like the reverse of Chinese water torture. I'm actually asking to be tortured. Melania, which is the nickname I have for the new girl, will probably be very angry that I've been drinking the wine because she used wine to cook that meal for us today. I just want to get enough in me that I get so sleepy that I'm going to sleep like a rock tonight. Again, cheers, everybody. So I hope you folks got good plans for tomorrow. Again, depending on what she does, and I hope this fucker brings her son back to her tomorrow. Otherwise, it's going to be a shitstorm. And she'll message me and tell me, but it's such a sad situation that she's in. I really feel bad for her. I really do. There's no reason. There's no rhyme and no reason. You never have. Well, what I've been doing, my most recent eBay sales is I don't transfer it immediately. I wait for it to build up consecutively. And then once it reaches a certain point, that's when I make the transfer. Usually, how come YouTube won't let you make... Oh, that thing. I have no idea. I've been meaning to make a video about that, and I've been procrastinating. It's just I don't want it to come off. I don't want it to come off like an e-beg, and that's the problem because that's what it's going to sound like. But at this point, I should have been monetized a long time ago. You need 1,000 subscribers and 5,000 views. I've definitely surpassed that, way surpassed that. And this has been going on now for 2 years with YouTube at this point, and I have no explanation as to why. I don't know. I have 0 community strikes. I have 0 copyright strikes. All my material, all my videos are all my original stuff. Even my intros to my videos are copyright free. So I don't get it. I just don't know. I really don't know. I don't get it. It doesn't make sense. Because you can message YouTube through YouTube Studio. It's a little complex how to do it. No, you're still in review and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, yeah, after 2 years and I had to reapply for AdSense. You have all my information. Even when I go into Google Studio, it says, oh yeah, like, oh, I forgot what the exact message was. I got one recently. It's in review. What's there to fucking review? I've been on YouTube now for how long? Doing collector's content and doing random live streams like this. Unplugged, outside the hobby space and all that stuff. It's like, come on, man. And I have a pretty dedicated, listen, even if I get one person watching my live streams, I'm happy. But I got the same crew and the same people watching the same stuff. We're all on the same page, man. All talking smack, probably sitting back having a can of beer or a glass of wine. You know what I mean? Escaping from reality, not wanting to deal with the politics and the bullshit, or maybe you're frustrated about work or your ex-wife, or you're dealing with the kids or whatever, and you need, it's like a form of therapy, man. It's a form of therapy, sitting here, talking about this stuff. It really is. I, for one, appreciate it. But yet YouTube has decided arbitrarily to, skip over this channel. I can't explain why. There are no violations of TOS, no copyright strikes, no community guideline strikes. I don't get it. I don't even think I have any warnings on my channel. I just don't know. I really don't know. Maybe the channel sucks. Hey, I look at it like that. Like I reviewed Krennic's, Transformers Studio Series Krennic's. That video only got 30 views. Some of my other videos got 20 or 30 views. They don't go anywhere. And then again, because all the drama behind the scenes, I've fallen behind with my reviews. When a toy comes out, you got to review it immediately. So it gets shoved and plugged into the algorithm so it spreads. Like Shockwave. You know how many reviews of this toy are out there already? By the time I actually do a review on this thing, it won't get any traction. Here's Powerglide. I got, most of the stuff that's here now, I got super early, except for Big Convoy. Never got around to reviewing it before anybody else did because, well, reasons, drama, bullshit. So, but much appreciated for that dono. But what I'm going to do with it, I have no idea yet. I really don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. She's probably going to get mad at me because I'm drinking up the last of the wine. But you know what? I want to end this night on a good note. I have a very sneaky suspicion that we're not going to see each other tomorrow. And if she does want to see me, she'll probably have the little man with her. I hope. I would think so. And she's got so much. Does your new woman watch this stream? I think she saw one. Well, she saw some of my YouTube videos today because she got curious about YouTube. So, I showed her my YouTube channel. I showed her how complex it is. You have to create an account. She wants to get into modeling, which, let me tell you about that sector of YouTube. It's kind of gross because I see all these women, all they're doing is showing off their asses, showing off their whats. And it's kind of sad and very narcissistic. It's like, man, without their tits and asses, these women wouldn't have anything. And you could tell by looking at them that these women who are modeling in YouTube shorts, it's nothing but TikTok bullshit. And it's just a bunch of women in fucking thigh-high boots and high heels shaking their asses on camera. And I find it very unappealing, to be honest with you. It's desperation. that these women are useless, they have no skills. See, the woman that I got, she cares enough about her son to message me saying, I don't feel good, this sucks. And then again, like I said, she cooks. You know, she's very passionate, very romantic, very feminine, very gentle. Her and I did have a lover's quarrel here and there. She scares me when she gets angry. I'm not going to lie, because she's a little thing. She's about this big to me. But, you know, she saw my YouTube channel and she sees what I do. She sees me talking about toys and hats and jerseys. She's like, oh, okay. So, is she watching a live stream right now? Probably not. She's too engaged in what she's doing right now. That much I know is certain. So, but she knows what I do. It's nothing, you know, off kilter. You know, it's either talking about the hobbies or bullshit with the post office or hats or whatever it is, you know, jerseys, sneakers. So she knows what I do here. You know, it's nothing out of context or, you know, inappropriate. But she's been talking about wanting to dabble into YouTube modeling. And I said, just be prepared. You're going to have a lot of weirdos on YouTube. And what do you think they're going to be doing? Watching you. And let me tell you, this girl, I don't want to say her name, but Melania, she's got a great body. And you're going to have a bunch of girls, or a bunch of guys, and maybe you might have some girls waxing their carrots, if you catch my meaning. You know, waxing their baseball bats, if you understand. So, I'm still waiting to see if anybody's going to bite on that Easton reflex. And it's still early yet. Holy shit, it's not even 11 o'clock yet. Dang. Time for a pee break, folks. I shall return. Talks amongst yourselves. I'll be right back. Whew. Jeez. What I'm going to do, let me kill the lights. At least some of the lights, anyway. It's so quiet outside, folks, it doesn't pay Does not pay to be in the brightness right now. Howdy doody. Oh, that's more like it. Well, again, cheers, folks. Happy Saturday night. Still not even 11 o'clock yet. Oh my God, man. I started this live stream. You know, it's already 2.5 hours I've been on here. Dang. You people probably like, this guy never shuts up. I always try to find something to talk about, man. I always try to find something to talk about. Always, always, always. You know, otherwise it'd be quite boring, wouldn't it? And if I want to make things a little more interesting, I can do this too, but this might drive everybody up a wall. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Fuck no. Nope. That'll get me dizzy too. Nope. Oh, fuck no. No. Oh my. As George Takei would say. Oh my. Got blue. Right there, I think is good. That's perfect. Man, I love the fact that the LEDs on my desk, they flicker, but man, that shit is like, it's like right in your face. That's good for like Halloween and Christmas time and all that stuff. I still got the red, white, and blue lights outside, though I've been kind of changing them to more neutral colors. And I still got my American flags up, but all the America 250 stuff I took down. Now the windows are a clean slate. This is probably the first time I don't have any decorations on the outside of my windows. Because I think the next big holiday is Labor Day, and that's not until September, I think. So, oh boy, folks. Oh boy, oh boy. I think that wine's starting to catch up to me a little bit. But thank you for joining me on this Saturday night. What I should do, you know what? Let me see here. I don't want to get a copyright strike. I want to just skim through YouTube here a little bit. Yankees versus Nationals. What's the results of that? I'm surprised. What in the fuck? Let's see, what do we got here? Yankees highlights. I think I could show like 3 seconds of it on camera. So if I pan this around, I think I'm allowed to do that. I can pan it around and all that kind of stuff. I just can't show like the whole thing. Oh, they're wearing the gray strip like I got. Steer. Oh no, that's a walk. Got plunked. Oh, there's Ben Rice. Okay, I'm going to turn the camera around again because I don't want to get a copyright strike. Ben Rice has been killing it, man. I hope the Yankees didn't lose again. I haven't checked the stats lately. Because I know, from what I remember, Tampa Bay overtook them. Damn. The Washington Nationals, once known as the Montreal Expos. Cam Schlittler. One of the guys around here has been calling me Cam Schlittler. You know why? Again, because of the hair and all that shit. I get Cam Schlittler, Garrett Cole. Ooh, that one got pasted by James Wood. Holy damn. Ooh. Jeez. that James Wood stock is definitely going up. And again, I don't want to show too much on camera. I don't want a copyright strike, but there you go. Another one. Are you fucking kidding? What? Curtis Mead smacked a home run. Damn. Schlittler is not having a good day up on the mound, huh? You can see Schlittler's shaking his head. He's like, nah, this sucks. This sucks. There's Chisholm. Volpe again, of course. Fucking Volpe is just like, I can't watch Volpe anymore. Ooh, I don't know about that. Nobody challenged, huh? This is not a good sign when they're showing more of the Nationals than they are of the Yankees. They must have lost. I don't want to know. Don't spoil it. Don't spoil it. What did I miss? My dude Ollie. I'm surprised my dude Ollie's not in here tonight. Ooh, easy. What the fuck? Is that Mead again? Up at bat? No. Who is that? Yeah, it is. Curtis Mead. Got stopped by Goldschmidt. There goes Goldschmidt and caught. Come on, Yankees. What is going on with this Yankees collapse? All right, there's Jason Dominguez. The Martians made like a semi comeback. There's Jazz Chisholm. That's caught. Yep. Bottom of the fourth. Oh, yeah. Wow. Jeez. High fastball. Very nice. Ooh, that's two inside. Aaron Boone looks like he's looking to make a change. Oh, look, Volpe actually did something productive. And we have commercial break. Yeah. I hate that. 56 seconds of nothing but useless fucking bullshit about things I wouldn't use, don't care to use, will never use. Come on, give me something I can skip past. I hate this how YouTube now forces like 10 ads sometimes. I mean, I'm exaggerating, but it's more like 5 or 6. The struggle is real, folks. The struggle is real. The struggle is real. Ads, and more ads. Fuck you, YouTube. And that's what you're going to have to put up with me if this channel's monetized. Ads. Fucking TCC. How could you? You hypocrite. Hashtag cancel him. Anthony Volpe still can't do a damn thing. Watch him get tagged out at second. Of course he will. Of course he got tagged out, fucking idiot. What a useless sack of shit. Why don't the Yankees just get rid of him, man? We're in the middle of the All-Star break. What are you doing? Oh, yeah, that's a clear tag. Fucking Anthony Volpe. What the hell are they doing? Yeah, they're definitely showing more Washington Nationals than Yankees highlights. It's usually a sign that the Yankees lost. I can't believe how the Yankees are collapsing. Come on. Again, I don't want to get a copyright strike, but still watching the highlights, folks. There's Grisham, there's Rice. And there's the fucking double play. At least Rice is on third at this point. It's so frustrating to watch this stuff. Being a sports fan, it's like, ugh. There's Bellinger. Ooh, Bellinger whopped something. Oh, is that gone? No. Caught. Oh, well. Strands, too. Should I just fast forward and find out what the end result, bottom of the seventh? Nah, let me watch this torturous video. God, it's like having ice picks jammed in my eyeballs. No more challenges, idiot. Oh my God, what the hell was that? I wish I can show this what I'm watching right now as a Yankees fan. It's annoying. There's Curtis Mead again. Oh, don't tell me the Yankees lost. Oh, man. Where are we at here? Top of the eighth. This is usually a bad sign. They've been showing Washington a lot in these highlights. Ooh, 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 ooh. Is that gone? That's a solo home run. Okay, we'll take that. 2-1, Yankees. Oh, I'm stressing, folks. I'm stressing. Ben Rice takes a base. Oh, please tell me there was a last-minute downfall of Washington here. Come on. Oh, this is awful. There's Trent Grisham. Oh, walloped. Oh, shit. Dude, really? Curtis Mead is not happy with that. Boom! Trent Grisham, baby. All right, I got to put the camera back. I don't want to get a copyright strike. Holy shit. Boom! And there's the bat flip. Wow, did they come back? Yeah, they definitely came back. Oh, come on. Yep, 3-2. Oh! Ooh, Goldschmidt. Boom! See ya, baby! Oh, damn! Holy fuck! Yeah, don't spoil this for me. I don't want to know what the end result is. Again, I don't want a copyright strike. Goldschmidt smacks one out. Wow, talk about a comeback. All right. Bottom of the eighth. Oh, fuck. What we got here? Volpe, Wells, and McMahon. Bottom of the ninth. Yeah, here we go. Bottom of the ninth. And the Yankees got their fucking closer out there, baby. You got Bednar. Poof. Poof. This dude's going to be the next Mariano Rivera. Come on, man. Oh, tell me the Yankees put it away. All right, that's a base hit. Excuse me. Oh, this is rough because the tying run is on base. Volpe, does he get it? Yep, done, baby. Say goodbye. 4-2 Yankees. Nice. Awesome. Spoiler alert, sorry. Very nice, very nice. Now, what about the Mets? Oh, shit. I forgot the World Cup is still going on. Ever since Germany got knocked out, I stopped paying attention to the World Cup. I got to see what England did. I'm not going to look. But we have a stupid fucking commercial to get through first. Oh, stop at the 2 gay guys in the U.S. national team. Skip ad. Is that a highlight? No, it's not. It's just people talking. I don't want to spoil it for myself. I'll find out some way, somehow. I don't want it spoiled. I really don't want it spoiled. God, how can I find out? Oh, I don't want this room. Is that it? All right. Oh, that's the full game. I don't want the full game. No, I just want highlights. Oh, I don't want talking. No. Stop. I don't want to see. Don't want to see. All right, there's Boston versus New York. Let's check that out first. Boston Red Sox versus New York Mets. Let's see how that works out. 1986 revenge quest, maybe, possibly. So we're watching Mets highlights over in my former home, right in Queens, man, with the Bo Sox. What fucking dummies that they let go of Edwin Diaz. Ugh. Jeez. And I hate their City Connect uniforms. I'm sorry. That NYC uniform is so ugly. They could have did so much better with that City Connect jersey. I'm sorry. I'm saying that as a jersey collector, by the way. Willie Abreu goes down. Here goes Soto. And Soto gets caught. Oop. Francisco Lindor. Rips that ball. He gets caught. It's caca. Oh no, oh my. Showing bunt. All right, this is boring. Come on, man. It's the New York Mets. I'm sorry, I'm a Queens boy, but automatic ad, of course. Fuck you, YouTube. Oh, 56-minute ad, 56-second ad. Nope. There's a way to get around that. Nope. Oh, come on, I don't want to see ads. No. Wow, they're really pushing MLB ads. No. Nope, not going to bother. I'll find out another way. Anyway, what we got going down here? Now, let me get into the meat and potatoes of my subscriptions here. Don't want to know. Don't want to know. Try not to look at spoilers. Come on, let me see highlights. I don't want to talk about, I don't want to see fucking reports. I want to see highlights. Yeah. Come on, I want to see it here. Come on. It's not gonna, you know what? There's another way to do this. There we go. Finally, highlights. Oh, yeah. Talk about annoying, folks. So I want to watch the highlights to find out who won. And I'm trying to avoid the spoilers from the World Cup between England and Norway. I would love to play the audio, but that might get me a copyright strike too. There's my boy, Harry Kane, who plays for Bayern Munich. Und England has Thomas Tuchel as their coach, the German. Can you imagine England winning a World Cup with a German coach? Oh, that's a contradiction and a half. Ooh. Ooh my. Ooh. Oh my. Oh my. Oh, Norway's not looking good. No offense to my black Irish folks out there. It's just weird to see a black dude named O'Reilly. I mean that in a joking sense. That's a foul outside the box. Again, I don't want to get a copyright strike, but I want you to see what I'm watching right now. I know it's a little messed up. And there's the foul. And I'm going to put the camera back because I don't want a copyright strike. Harry Kane's definitely taking that. Oh, over the net. Harry Kane is a freaking beast. He's a beast. He really is. Erling Haaland. You got to watch out for that big motherfucker. 0-0. And what I like about the Norway national team jerseys, their numbers look like, here, like I wear the Mjolnir around my neck. Was that disallowed? Their numbers look like runes. Oh, that's going to be reviewed. This Norway goal. I give Nike a lot of credit that the Norwegian names and numbers are in the Nordic text. Oh, they're reviewing it. Ooh, that's a foul on Harry Kane. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know, folks. I don't know. What happened? What happened? What happened? What happened? I love the fact that the Norwegians are using like old Norse Germanic fonts and text. Oh shit, did the goal stand? Yeah, the goal stood. Get out of here, really? Ooh, almost 2-0. I gotta say, Norway did it traditionally. I know Germany had a very dope color scheme. Like they went back to like 1990. But if you ask me, Norway has the most like culturally accurate jersey I've ever seen on a football team or soccer team. And England equalized. Nice. Bellingham, of course. Again, you're watching what I'm watching. Whoop. Whoop. Oh, there's David Beckham. Oh, shit. Beautiful, beautiful play. Holy cow. Man, Norway fell apart. Tie game, 1-1. Damn Vikings. Hey, I can say that. German ancestry came from the Vikings, more or less. I can say that. The Viking coach is pissed. He threw his water down. There's Harry Kane, takes a strike. Oh, blocked. Oh, I wish I would have watched this game today. Shit, I didn't even realize they were playing today. I love that Norway jersey. That's awesome. Oh, Harry Kane. But it's called offside. And Harry Kane's probably thinking, oh, you can go fuck yourself. Yeah, he's way offside. He's about 3/4 of a body fucking offside. Yeah, that's a good call. Ooh, oh my. Interesting. And that's a takedown, and that's probably a yellow card. If not, that's a free kick against Harry Kane. Oh, referee's reaching. Oh, he's reaching for the shaving cream to mark the spot. I really love the fact that Nike got with the program, and they made those Norwegian jerseys so nice. That's awesome. Oop. Those names and numbers really look like runes. Ooh. Well, I can't say it's the English versus the Vikings because the English technically didn't really exist until much later on. The English are Proto-Germanic at that time. The English that we understand now came much, much later. Erling Haaland's looking like fucking, what's his face from Rocky? Ooh, ooh, ooh! Oh shit, Norway got 2-1. Ivan Drago. I was thinking of Ivan Drago. Yeah, man, I'm really digging those Norway jerseys. You know, again, like I'll never claim to be like somebody that follows paganism or anything. Oh, they're reviewing the goal. But those names and numbers that they're using on the Norwegian jerseys really look like they look like runes in ancient Norse. That's awesome. Oh, are they gonna have this goal taken back? Of course there's a fucking ad. Just when they were doing a review of that last goal. No, we have to have Lionel Messi. I'm tired of looking at that motherfucker. I really am. God, go away. All right, so what did they decide? So again, I don't want to get a copy strike. Show you a little bit. Come back this way. I'll give you the. Oh, they took the goal away. Really? You could tell they took the goal away. Yep. Yep, they took a goal away. It was a foul in the box or outside the box. Oh shit, that sucks. Wow. Interesting game. Very interesting game. Norway, oh! Off the crossbar. Holland, man, he was looking pretty good in this game. I'm going to throw this bottle out and get this glass away from me before I knock it over by accident. I'm going to grab me some suds. This is like watching a late night movie. I feel like I'm back in the 80s again. Oh my, as George Takei would say. Oh my. Oh my. I gotta crack me open a beer for this one. Let me see here. What do we got? What we got, folks? Ooh, nearly a near goal for England. I wish I can. I really wish I could point the camera and just leave it there. I don't want to risk a copyright strike. But you're seeing the highlights. Man, I love the fact that they use Old Norse, or at least they try to make it Nordic. Those jerseys. Oh man. I wish Germany would do that. If Nike are taking over Germany's jerseys for the next Euro coming up in 2 years, they should do that with Germany. Excuse me. Oh! Still 1-1 at this point. Minute 87? Oh, 90 plus 7 minutes. I wish they would do that with the German national team jersey. That looks so cool, man. There he is, Thomas Tuchel. He used to coach Bayern Munich, and they fucking fired him after, what, 1 season? Ugh. Oh, don't tell me this went into extra time. Here's my boy, Harry Kane. All right, what's all this fuck shit about? Diving, rolling, complaining. That's one thing I hate about fucking football or soccer. It's so dramatic when it. Oh, there was nothing. Oh, give me a break. There was nothing there. Yeah, bullshit. That's what I thought. England fucking scored in extra time. Bullshit. Oh, that means England progressed. If I'm reading the game right at this point. You're looking at it right there, folks. Oh, that sucks. That's a shitty way to go out. Oh my God, really? Damn. Look at the big Viking Erling Haaland, man. What a shame. I think England got away with that fake foul that just took place. That's a poacher's goal. Oh, that's awful. That's an awful way to go out. Look at this. Boom. Goalkeeper didn't hold on. Bellingham came in. Rodgers squared up the ball. Oh, that sucks. Wow. What a way to go out. So that means England progress, if I'm reading the room. And Tuchel knows it. Yep. Yeah, they progressed. Oh, shit. That's awful. And there's a penalty in the box. Get out of here, really? Are you fucking kidding? What? Yep, there's contact. So that's a penalty. That's got to be a penalty. Yep, contact. Now again, I can't play the audio. No foul. It was a dive. They're claiming a dive. Okay. Doesn't matter. At this point, England are up fucking 2-1. Oh, it was extra time. Oh shit! I didn't even realize that. You know, I'm gonna fast forward this because I don't want to watch all this stuff. Still 2-1, England. That's got to be match game over. That's it. Yeah, England are through to the semifinals. Get the fuck out of here. Wow. Jeez. Interesting, folks. Very interesting. So it's now 11:30 at night, everybody, and my audience has dropped off. So I am going to call it quits right here. But for the one or two of you that are still here, thank you for hanging out. I appreciate your company, like always. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'm definitely going to wind it down. I'm going to watch a little boob tube here in the living room and then done for the night. So take care. God bless. Stay safe. Thank you to Big Mama for the donation, like always. Don't forget to click on my coffee link in the description box of every video short and live that I do. Check out my eBay store. That link is also in every video live and short that I do. Take care, everybody. Love you all.